Hey! Whoa, that was weird. We're all familiar with bootleg merch, right? You know, the funny looking plushes or shirts that are supposed to resemble a game or franchise, but just look off. Do these companies expect us to not notice the difference between Toe Jammer and Fishbowl Jonathan? Like, imagine if I just looked like this one day. Would you still watch my videos? Well, since these bootleg merch pieces end up looking like different monsters entirely, I thought, why don't I make monster designs based on these bootlegs? So I asked you guys to send me some of your favourite knockoff merch, and I've chosen a few to turn into monsters. If you're new to my channel, I've made other videos like this one, and if you would like to see more, consider leaving a like on the video and hitting the subscribe button. Now, let's get right into this. The first bootleg monster we'll be drawing is this iconic jelly bean shaped Hoola plush.
Hello? Is this thing on? Can you hear me? Hello?
Yes, I can.
Oh, you can? I love this very round Hoola plush. She looks like she saw something she shouldn't have.
And you are?
Oh, I'm Lily.
Anyway, this is one of the knockoff merch pieces that I just can't seem to escape.
Sometimes I think, but then I forget. Yippee!
Thank you, Jacob the Spider, for suggesting this one. I'm definitely feeling inspired after that Hoola quote. One thing I find really funny with the Hoola plush is that the feet look like two giant toes. That's more terrifying than funny, actually. The main reason for concepting this design, even though it looks so similar to the bootleg piece, was to make Hoola face more towards us, just to keep them in line with official MSM monsters. And now we can begin shaping out the sprites. Once these bootleg monsters have all been drawn out, I will be giving them an idle animation to bring them to life. But no sounds or sound animations, as we all know what the original monsters sound like. This fiend looks terrifying. I think we should give it more noticeable fur. This type of fur was based on older monster designs, like Mammoth and Hoola, who did have much harsher and realistic looking fur. Now all that's left are the facial features and their arms, which I want to look just as stiff as the original bootleg. A pair of eyeballs later and our first bootleg is done. Meet Bootleg Hoola. This monster shares the summer song element with their normal counterpart, but also comes with the additional bootleg element, just so you know something is not quite right with this character. Their small face mixed with the stiff limbs really gives them this look of helplessness. I really like how this one turned out. The next bootleg I've decided to draw is this Ghast knockoff plush. This one was sent by Fooled Bon, and it was actually one I haven't seen before. Unless my brain erased it from my memory. Just like with Hoola, I'm concepting this monster as I need to make them face more towards us. Apart from that, all of these bootlegs should translate over into monster designs fairly well, besides looking goofy of course. Since the body and arm sprites are overlapping, I've added some rough shading to allow me to see each sprite more easily. I am now trying to decide how I should render this monster. I'm trying a few different techniques to closer represent the material of the bootleg plush, and I think this caused me to go for more of a plush look with this monster. Well, plush with a horrifying mouth, of course. A lot of time was put into making the rendering of each sprite match, as I had a hard time matching the contrasts of each sprite. But continuing to tweak the rendering allowed me to get it looking how I wanted. So don't give up if you ever get into a similar situation. Trust the process. Or maybe don't, if it means you don't have to look at this thing. But before we check out how Ghast turned out, I would like to promote my channel membership. For anyone looking to show extra support to my channel, this is a great way to do so. You will gain early access to new videos, access to the members only Discord server, your name shown in outros, and more. Click the join button below if you're interested in more details. Thank you to everyone who has joined, as it helps me to keep doing what I do. And let's get back to the video. And here is Bootleg Ghast. Much more toy or plush-like than how Hoola looks, but I think that's nice to differentiate this bootleg monster. Although I'm not quite sure where Ghast's orbs have gone. This monster sports Ghast's plasma element, as well as our new bootleg element, just in case you couldn't tell the two apart. This final bootleg wasn't submitted by anyone, but was actually something I wish I'd never stumbled upon in researching for this video. I just had to look up more pictures of this plush, and it's really funny to see from different angles. All of the knockoff merch we've seen today doesn't necessarily look terrible quality wise. I actually know a lot of people who own knockoff plushes and really enjoy them, but it makes you wonder if any of these companies even looked at the original monsters they're basing these on. Compared to the other two, this bootleg monster didn't take anywhere near as long to draw. I guess it's made up of rather simple shapes, so I challenged myself by trying to render it to look like the original Toejammer. If there are any knockoff plushes you would like me to check out if we ever make a part 2 to this video, make sure to comment them down below. I would love to do this again with more wacky bootleg things. Like I mentioned, this monster was a lot quicker to render compared to the others, and it soon came to an end. Here is Bootleg Toejammer. I wish that's all I had to say. This monster comes with this look of perpetual shock, and I like the idea of not knowing why. They come with both the water element and the bootleg element, to once again allow you to tell the two apart. And it's over. 3 bootlegs turned into monsters. Leave a like and a comment below if you would like to see a part 2 to this video. Thanks for watching.